the end, yeah.
Dark Matter Gunner could operate most of the cannons in Boros' ship, but showed no special abilities. Messenger of Seafolk. With a wolf disaster level, he was a relatively weak monster, though still a threat to regular people with enough strength to move cars. Crablante's disaster level was Tiger for posing a threat to civilians. It can be said that he was relatively inexperienced with combat in both offensive and defensive areas compared to other mysterious beings. He possessed enhanced strength and could destroy asphalt with his claws. The Seafolk were a violent race of ocean-based creatures with various aquatic animal traits. Several of them together were even more dangerous, with a threat level Tiger. A group of Seafolk has been shown to be able to push a mid-ranking A-class hero to his limits. Befitting his name, Hawk had large wings that granted him the ability to fly. He could also shoot large, destructive beams out of his mouth. Kamakuri was one of the stronger members of the House of Evolution, though he was only a Tiger-level threat. Unfortunately, he never had the chance to display the full scale of his abilities, as he was killed instantly by Saitama mid-sentence. Kombu Infinity is a formidable being, seeing how he was able to defeat two low-ranked A-class heroes with minimal effort despite only being a Tiger-level threat. Kombu Infinity has hair growing out of his head in the form of Kombu, which he uses both offensively and defensively. These tentacles are about as strong and resilient as steel. Subterranean King. Due to the Subterranean King's quick demise, we don't know much about his true power, but presumably his level is similar to the Sky King and the Deep Sea King. Furthermore, he is equipped with 4 flaming swords capable of slashing and burning enemies. The Sky King's strength was roughly equivalent to the Deep Sea King and the Subterranean King, which classifies him as a demon-level threat. His attacks were able to send tremors throughout the Hero Association headquarters. Along with his own powers, he had a group of underlings that obeyed his every command. Mosquito Girl was a powerful mutant from the House of Evolution, and was considered a dangerous demon-level threat. Given her nature as a mosquito, she can control entire swarms of these insects, and increase their speed and power after assimilating the blood of her victims. Her strength, further increased with the transformation, can be assumed to have surpassed Armored Gorilla in battle, as unlike the latter, she was able to overwhelm Genos. Her strength, further increased with the transformation, can be assumed to have surpassed Armored Gorilla in battle, as unlike the latter, she was able to overwhelm Genos. armored gorilla is the third strongest member of the House of Evolution, after Carnage Kabuto and Beast King. He is made using the best mechanical technology of House of Evolution. He was also able to briefly keep up with Genos in terms of physical strength, and knock out Martial Gorilla, a tiger-level mysterious being, with one punch. Despite not harming Saitama, Beast King demonstrated immense strength, chiefly through murdering his teammates and inflicting massive collateral damage to the surrounding city block. Beast King possessed an incredible amount of strength as he was able to easily cut through buildings with his claws, as well as with just the shockwaves created from his slashes. The Sea King is a very powerful mysterious being who can easily defeat several A-class heroes and some low-level S-class heroes, including Puri Puri Prisoner and Genos. Among his many abilities are highly corrosive acid spit, extendable toothed tongue, very high regeneration, strength, speed, and durability. All these characteristics and skills are drastically amplified in the hydrated form. Unfortunately, the Ancient King's screen chime is very short, so we can only guess his abilities, including exceptional durability and immense physical strength. This big lizard is clearly inspired by Godzilla, and in fact has an energetic breath very similar to that of the Toho Gojirasaurus. Despite being eliminated by Tatsumaki with great ease, I assume that he's the first Dragon Calamity level mysterious being in this ranking. Vaccine Man. This monster is officially ranked Dragon level, so it's no surprise that he can level a large portion of a big city and easily defeat many heroes. He can also fly, shoot highly explosive energy balls, and change into an even more monstrous form that increases his physical abilities. Unfortunately, as for many other mysterious beings, we will not see much of him in action because of, you guessed it, Saitama. Carnage Kabuto is the strongest member of the House of Evolution, endowed with immense strength and speed, and he can very easily defeat a recently enhanced Genos. Like other monsters we have already seen in this ranking, he too has the ability to transform and improve drastically all of his physical characteristics. Although he also possesses excellent intelligence, he is very unstable mentally, which is why his creator considers him a failure. Mel Zargard is a monster in which 5 living beings live together, and is so strong that he can kill the Sky King with a single shot. He possesses the ability to fly and to modify the shape of his body to create edged or blunt weapons, but his scariest ability is undoubtedly the very high regeneration capacity that allows him to fight 4 S-class heroes before being defeated. Marugori. Before mutating into one of the biggest monsters of the series, he was a normal human being. Thanks to a drug and the experiments made by his brother, Marugori becomes a being of gigantic size with an equally titanic strength. In fact, with simple shockwaves generated by his fists, he manages to cause extensive damage to Beast City. Garuganshupe is a mysterious being with great psychic powers, able to levitate and hurl matter at subliminal speed without evaporating it, thus demonstrating that he can eliminate the friction between air and objects, something that perhaps not even Tatsumaki can do. Goribas is the best warrior among the alien invaders, presumably endowed with immense strength and an acid breath capable of melting anything. Unfortunately, even in this case, we did not get to see such skills at work due to his brief meeting with Saitama. Pluton. As a dragon-level calamity, Pluton is also endowed with gigantic strength and is capable of sucking people and buildings through his great nostrils and then emitting a devastating breath that will be enough to level a good portion of Y City. Boros. And in first place, there he is, the dominator of the universe. As leader of the alien invasion, Boros has authority over the entire army and is the first enemy to survive a normal punch from One Punch Man. All of his abilities are frightening and range from instant regeneration to strength and speed that rival Saitama's. He is also capable of transforming himself by exponentially amplifying all of his skills. In fact, in his final form, Boros can emit energy beams capable of destroying entire planets and hitting his opponent at the speed of light. He has enough power to send our invincible hero to the moon with a single powerful kick. In order to defeat him, Saitama will have to resort to his formidable Serious Fist.